Novel coronavirus is cause of COVID-19, which is primarily a respiratory disease, and the spectrum of infection with this virus can range from people with very mild non-respiratory symptoms to severe acute respiratory illness, sepsis with organ dysfunction, and ultimate death. Some infected people, however, have also been reported to have no symptoms at all. WHO has declared a very worst outbreak situation. COVID-19 has actually affected 216 countries across the globe. More than 7 million people are affected by this virus, while it has caused death of more than 43,000 people. Latest data from Intensive Care National Audit and Research Centre of UK has shown that mortality could be as high as two-thirds among patients with COVID-19 who require ventilation. Mostly it happens due to the body's uncontrolled inflammatory response to the virus. Trials of treatment of anti-arthritis drug were halted in several countries after a major study in the Lancet Medical Journal that has suggested it to have shown no benefits among COVID-19 patients and even increased the risk of death. This study has since been retracted. Remdesivir is also an antiviral that appears to reduce the length of treatment in some patients. That was already being used in Britain, but one study in April showed that it had no clinical benefits. Now, an existing, cheap, and largely side effect free medication has been shown to be. Experts from UK have declared the low dose steroid treatment dexamethasone as major breakthrough in the fight against COVID-19. Researchers from University of Oxford administered the widely available drug to more than 2,000 severely ill COVID-19 patients. The trial included a control group of 4,000 patients who did not receive the treatment, while dexamethasone reduced death by 35% among those who could only breathe using ventilators. Dexamethasone is basically an anti-inflammatory drug which is normally used to treat a range of allergic reactions as well as rheumatoid arthritis as asthma. The drug is part of world's biggest trial testing existing treatments to see if they also work for coronavirus. This drug had been used to treat patients in the UK from the start of COVID-19 pandemic, and up to 5,000 lives could have been saved, researchers say. Chief investigator Dr. Peter Hobbe, who is serving as Professor of Emerging Infectious Diseases in the Nuffield Department of Medicine, University of Oxford, has declared that this is the only drug so far that has been shown to reduce mortality, and it reduces significantly. It is a major breakthrough. Dexamethasone is inexpensive, on the shelf, and can be used immediately to save lives. It could be of huge benefit in poor countries with high number of COVID-19 patients. Professor Landry said, when appropriate, hospital patients should now be given it without delay, but people should not go out and buy it to take at home. Interestingly, it doesn't appear to help people with milder symptoms of coronavirus. Though this is a great breakthrough, but don't forget to wear mask, maintain at least 1 meter distance from others, and wash your hands frequently and thoroughly. And don't forget to use sanitizer.